Shohei Ohtani is headed to the Los Angeles Dodgers on a record-breaking 10-year, $700 million deal.
1 billion, gajillion, fifillion, million.
The Dodgers have made the playoffs 11 years in a row, winning their division 10 of those years, and now they add the reigning AL MVP to a lineup that already includes the second and third place finishers for NL MVP. Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and now Shohei Ohtani. Yeah, that's a 1-2-3 that no pitcher in the league wants to see. But as dangerous as that makes the Dodgers lineup, and trust me, we'll get to the lineup, signing Ohtani doesn't fix the big problem with the Dodgers. At least not right now. The Dodgers had arguably a top 3 offense and bullpen last season, but it was the starting rotation that was a massive concern for a couple reasons. This was a rotation that was near the bottom of the league in both ERA and FIP, but the bigger problem wasn't just how these starters pitched when they were on the mound, it was staying on the mound in the first place, both with being able to go deep into games and just being able to stay healthy. Not a single pitcher in the Dodgers rotation was able to make 25 starts or throw over 150 innings, and they just kept dropping like flies. Walker Buehler was already recovering from Tommy John and missed all of this year. Tony Gonsolin ended up having to have Tommy John, and he's probably out for 2024. Dustin May had to have flexor tendon surgery, and he's probably out too. And Clayton Kershaw, who, yeah, he's a free agent, but like, he's a Dodger. He needed shoulder surgery after the season, and he's gonna miss a good amount of this year too.
Going to Blue Mountain State!
Well, and then there's Julio Urias, who, he was just a fucking idiot and got in trouble for domestic violence. Allegedly. Again, the Dodgers need starting pitching. Right now, Fangraphs projects their rotation as Walker Buehler, Bobby Miller, Ryan Pepiot, Ryan Yarbrough, and Emmett Sheehan. Buehler's a 2-time All-Star, and he'd made at least 30 starts in both 2019 and 2021. He's been dominant. We're just gonna have to see how he comes back from Tommy John, his second one, by the way. Miller was the Dodgers' number 2 prospect at the end of 2022. He made his debut this year at 24 years old, and he pitched really well. Good control with low walks, and he kept the ball in the ballpark. Pepiot was LA's number 6 prospect at the end of last year. He's put up a good ERA in 2 short stints each of the last 2 years with a lot of Ks and barely any hits, but he's been giving up bombs and really struggled with walks his first year. Yarbrough's been more of a long reliever, spot starter kind of guy throughout his career, definitely more of a back of the rotation guy that he's just gonna keep the walks down for you. And Sheehan was a 6th round pick in 2021 that worked his way into the rotation this year after 3 seasons in the minors with a combined ERA under 3 and almost 15 strikeouts per 9. Now, along with these guys, the Dodgers also have a handful of prospects that they could try. Their number 5 prospect, Gavin Stone, made his debut last year, but he really struggled. Then their number 4, Nick Frasso, number 8, River Ryan, and number 9, Landon Knack all hit AAA last year. The Dodgers have quite a few options, but most of them are pretty inexperienced. They need more proven arms in the rotation, and Ohtani will help with that next year, but coming off Tommy John, he won't be pitching for them this year. Now, where he will be able to help, like I mentioned, is in this Dodgers lineup that's definitely in the argument for the best in the league. Winning his 2nd MVP this year, Ohtani finished 4th in home runs while missing some time, 2nd in on-base percentage, and led the majors in slugging, OPS, and WRC+. And again, there's not only one, but 2 other MVP finalists in this lineup with him. Mookie Betts finished as the runner-up for the NL MVP, finishing top 10 in homers, RBI, average, on-base percentage, slugging, OPS, and WRC+, all while bouncing between playing the outfield and the middle infield. He's one of the best all-around players in the game, period. And then there's Freddie Freeman, who finished right behind Betts at 3rd place in NL MVP voting, ranking in the top 6 in average, on-base percentage, slugging, OPS, and WRC+. Another just elite all-around hitter. The offense is the clear strength of this team, especially now with this 3-headed monster at the top of it. But they're getting better not just with Ohtani coming in, but shortstop Gavin Lux had his best season yet in 2022, then he tore his ACL in spring training. He'll be back this year, and center fielder James Outman should take a step forward after flashing both power and patience at the plate as a rookie. And then you have Will Smith, who's still one of the better hitting catchers in baseball, and third baseman Max Muncy just tied his career high with 36 bombs this year. The Dodgers have the kind of firepower to keep up with any team in the league, but the real question will be, when the playoffs come around, can their starting rotation do a good enough job of shutting down the other top offenses they're going to be facing? And this is where it'd be great if Ohtani was pitching this year. He finished 4th in Cy Young voting last year, and he's got nasty stuff that gets a ton of Ks and weak contact. But with Ohtani out this year in a rotation right now that's got a lot of unproven arms, they still need to go and add some guys that they can rely on. And Ohtani's contract can actually help out with this. According to reports, a majority of the contract is deferred money, meaning that the Dodgers wouldn't pay this part of the contract until after it's over. Think about how Bobby Bonilla is still getting paid by the Mets. But the important part of this for the Dodgers is what it does for their payroll right now. How much a player costs towards the competitive balance tax is typically the average annual value of their contract. So Ohtani's AAV of $70 million, that would put the Dodgers at an estimated $227 million for 2024, according to Fangraphs. That's $10 million short of the CBT threshold. But with this deferred money, Jeff Passan estimates that it could drop Ohtani's CBT cost down to the $40 to $50 million range. That would not only give LA about another $20 to $30 million to just spend in general that they're not paying Ohtani right now, but they could add that onto the extra $10 million before they even hit the tax threshold. So if the Dodgers still have about $30 to $40 million before they even hit the CBT, they could probably go out and sign star Japanese starting pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto and still have room before they'd even get taxed, let alone then whatever other money they're willing to spend past that. Signing Shohei Ohtani obviously makes any team better, and when he can pitch again next year, he definitely makes the Dodgers better where they desperately need it, but they need that pitching now. If LA can add another quality starting pitcher or two, and then see which two of their young arms do the best, they could be in a great position heading into this year. But after all their winning over the years and adding the best player in the world, the pressure's on. The Dodgers need to not just win, they have to win it all. Where would you rank the Dodgers lineup with Ohtani in it? How do they add some more starting pitching to this team? And how do you see their season going? Let me know what you think about Ohtani to the Dodgers and everything that goes with it. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And the other big move so far this offseason is the Yankees pulling off a blockbuster trade for Juan Soto. And you can check out the video that's on your screen now to find out whether this trade fixes the Yankees or not. Thanks again for watching. Hope you have an awesome day. Later.